Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the Brothers Bear podcast live on the Rant Radio Network. Don't go anywhere, kiddies. You wouldn't want to make the Joker sad, would you?
Cholo Joker.
Why so serious?
Welcome back to the Brothers Bear podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, everybody, scooch over. No, not with me. Whatever. That's all
not
fine.
with me.
Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of Brothers Bear Podcast Live. I am your host, Sanj, and as always, I am joined by...
Carlos Medrano, who's currently not here.
Yeah.
And Le Schwetz. They call me Le Schwetz around here.
Oh, okay.
The Schwetz. And also, too, we have a very special
musical guest.
Yes, special.
Oh, my God. I'm almost jizzing
Musical
in my
guest.
pants.
Yes, please, sir, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Luis Arriaga, and happy to be here today.
Yeah, well, we're happy to have you here.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna show your musical talents to the fans here, and I can't wait for that to happen, man. I'm gonna be excited. If you don't mind, I'm gonna be dancing to your music. You know,
All right.
whether it be a head bob or a
That works for me. I like that.
right on.
And then also, too, I have to say, happy May the 4th be with you today, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm a Star Wars guy.
Yes.
Woo!
Who is?
Oh, here we go, the final.
Hey!
It's the
Speaking
final,
of May the
brother.
4th.
Do-do-do-do.
It's our third part of our third member. I mean, of Los Vatos Star Wars.
Yes, Los Datos Star Wars Duck. Órale.
Eso mero. Hey, dog.
Oh, okay, here we go. And we are episode 118. There we go.
Wow, 118, man.
Yes,
That's
118,
fabulous,
ladies
dude.
and gentlemen. That's what I was looking for. I'm like, so I have a bookmark.
Does
So-
118, does the number 118 mean anything to you?
Yeah, it means it comes right after 117.
Oh, right on.
Right before
Mr.
119.
Factual here. I take it you're a man of science.
I love science, yes.
Science.
Thomas
Science rule.
Science.
Supposed to say science.
Really? Oh, okay.
I was going Bill Nye, the science guy.
No, I know, but
He
I
was going
went.
Thomas Dolby. I know that one.
Oh,
There you
guys,
go.
speak closer
Oh,
to the mic because
yes.
they just all right.
Sorry.
There you go. No worries.
At least
Yeah.
you got it.
Oh, he did.
At least
So-
someone got it because I didn't get it either.
Well, no, wait. So you were doing Thomas Dobley,
Dope.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But see, they don't say science rules in the song.
I know, but I said science.
But I went science rules, so
I know,
you went. You
but-
didn't yes and me.
Whoa.
You know what? It was a mashup, all right? In this day and age, people
mashup.
mash up.
Right? Why not?
Every
Why
once
not
in a
Bill
while, we'll
Nye?
get a Cain and Abel moment, right?
You were sampling that.
Oh, man.
So there you go.
Nothing out of the ordinary here at the fabulous Rant Radio Network station. So what we got going here?
Well, obviously today I just
let's
want
go
to
ahead.
point out it's May 4th, and as those of you know, for Star Wars fan like yourself,
Yes,
you know you're a
very much.
Star Wars fan. It's the one day where everyone goes, "May the 4th be with you." And this year is obviously
Like this?
huge.
Eh?
That's
Yeah,
Star
yeah,
Trek.
there you go, like this, like nice.
You know what's funny? Actually, not thinking about it because I was actually watching Star Trek Into the Darkness.
Today?
Yeah, and I was
Oh
like,
my
and
god!
if anybody,
Blasphemy!
yeah, and if anybody was watching me,
How dare you not watch the trailer and
just have it on a loop.
on a loop? Yeah, pretty much
I'm
the
watching
whole
the movie,
day.
guys. I'm watching the movie.
It'd be like as if you were like caught watching like porn. You're like watching like Cumberbatch, and you're like, yeah, and someone walks in. You're like, no, Daddy, no, no.
Oh, that Cumberbatch!
I know, man.
I haven't
I
finished. I had like
definitely
20
do,
minutes left of the film
Mhm.
because I watch one at the gym.
Yeah,
So, but ooh,
Cumber Snatch.
yeah, I sold all your movies, by the way.
Oh, hey.
I
Oh,
got it.
hey.
I
Yeah,
got it with
exactly. Yeah. My wife's fucking very upset. what the hell? Where's it at? That's how she sounds exactly like.
Yeah, I've heard her sound like that many times.
Shout out to my wife.
Shout out to mine because she knows your wife.
Yeah, I know, right? There goes the Texas right now.
I know.
Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. This is so embarrassing.
Yeah, I see the blankets outside on the porch now.
Right on. So May the 4th. Wow, you know?
Yeah.
So crazy.
Yeah, it's so crazy. And I mean, also too, what's going on big in the news right now, is obviously it was all happened this weekend. Was finally the cast reveal of the Suicide Squad.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about Age of Ultron.
No, well, there was that. It's like I wanted,
We'll leave
you know,
Marvel at the end.
since we have a get. Have you seen it?
I have not seen it. No.
Okay. Well, I'll give it a week because it was this weekend. But next week, I'm gonna talk. We're gonna do a lot of. It's gonna be a big comic book
Very
episode
thorough.
next week. Because it'll be filled with spoilers. So for those of you, we're giving you a week, and we're gonna
Let's watch
fully
that
discuss Age of Avengers. Age of Avengers. What am I saying? Age of Ultron.
I know, you had me confused for a minute. I was like,
Yeah,
is that a new one?
Yeah, Age of
They're
Ultron.
avenging themselves.
They're like, no! They're all hitting each other. Why are you hitting me? Hulk smash!
Yeah, I haven't seen that. I just barely saw the new Batman costume, and I didn't like it.
Oh, really? Why?
It looked like somebody got an Iron Maiden and just shaped it into the Batman costume. It just didn't work for me. I was like,
Medieval, you're saying?
yeah, it was just like it looks too bulky.
Bulky,
Yeah. And you know, I'm a Superman guy. I don't think Batman could ever beat Batman.
Well, as far as
But he did, though.
As far as the comic, though, it
cheated.
goes well with
Cheated.
how the costume looks, right?
Yeah. Well, they're going
followed,
with the based on the Dark Knight Returns.
Right.
They went with the look.
Yeah.
So it does resemble the look. To
He's
the
an
comic.
old guy,
Yeah.
too. Batman's an old
Yeah.
guy at that
Right.
time. So
And he's
like,
big, like actually, because he's older, so he's
Right.
a bit
It's an
more.
old big.
He's
like yeah.
he's like a fat big.
Yeah. You know,
Like
That's the medieval
I
time.
know. He's like I'm coming out of retirement, big.
or you know what the way they made him look
AARP.
is the animated series. Because in the animated series,
Exactly.
he looks like that. He looks all big and like, you know. So it's kind of like the way the Dark Knight went, and then so he kind of like always looked. Because that's why even in the comic, like whenever he wasn't Batman, he was Bruce Wayne.
Right.
It's like they have the same body stature, like tall guy who's like big, burly, bust. You know, it's like how can you not
Burly.
figure that's But
Well, it's the same thing with Superman. All Superman does is
yeah.
one curl.
Oh,
That's
no,
it.
and then
Yeah,
right in the
and
glasses.
nobody knows.
Eh?
Lois Lane still looks at him like, is he? Is he?
Yes, he is. No, he isn't. Yes, he is. No, he isn't.
I like to pretend it's a different man every time he takes off those shades.
Like, have you guys ever seen? There's a skit when Conan O'Brien was on Saturday Night
Oh
Live.
yeah, the vacuum man.
Yeah, and then they would like they know it's like it's him, but they would play along like the Lewis Lane, the Jimmy Olsen, like they would play along, and
That's
he'd be like,
perfect,
"What are you
dude.
talking?" Oh, and there's a Rock one too, where the Rock was like a Superman,
That's right,
and
I
yeah,
remember
he
that
was
one.
like Superman, and that one's actually worse because it was like. He's like, oh, he's like, they would say like, oh yeah, here's a newspaper. It's like, yeah, Superman, and he's gay, and he's like, well, hey, what? No, he's not gay. Why would you say that? You know?
Yeah, why would you say that? No.
Yeah, no, he's a big homo. This and that. He's like, no, I would have never. It's just funny.
I didn't see that. I gotta
yeah,
watch
it's
that now.
hilarious. Yeah.
Was that with the recent time he hosted?
No. That was the first time he
Yeah, I don't
hosted.
remember
Because
that.
in that one you had like Mick Foley, Big Show,
Yeah, that's when all those
Triple
guys
H.
showed
They
up.
all came out like
Yeah.
to we're gonna help him out and do a good show, and like you know,
You never saw them again.
yeah, seriously, that's when he skyrocketed. I feel like The Rock was like, even at that time, was 10 times bigger than Hulk Hogan ever was. You know, because Hogan, I think the issue was.
But Hogan knows best. Though.
Hey, they're calling him The Rock now too,
There's
right?
no way you could get out of here, dude.
That's all right. I left my green tea in the car.
They went to Dwayne Johnson whenever they're like starring, blah blah blah, and Dwayne Johnson. But now they're going back to The Rock.
Yeah, I
Is
think
he
he's going to
going
go back
to
to
The Rock?
wrestling. I think, is
And
what
he's
it
back
is.
to wrestling too,
That's-
isn't he?
yeah.
Yeah, right.
I was a Hulk Hogan guy growing up. That was my guy.
Yeah.
I know he had the crappiest finishing move ever, but it was still awesome.
What was it called? It was
It was a leg drop.
Just a leg drop,
It was
right?
a
Was
power
it?
leg drop or something.
Yeah.
But The Rock's was worse. That people's elbow thing was the worst thing I've ever seen. That was
Yeah, he
just,
never hits the dude. He
And
just
it
like
was
rolls
good,
over
man.
him.
It
No,
was
it
really, that
wasn't.
setup was just like, oh man.
I would throw things at the TV when I would see that. I'm like, no. And he got Hulk Hogan on one of those. I'm like, no, not him.
I mean, we
Oh,
used to
I
do
know.
as kids. We used to like get
Epic.
socks we didn't wear anymore and cut it, and then just put it here. So we'd be like, whoa, really good times.
Yeah, I ate my vitamins and all that other stuff Hulk Hogan said. And then I discovered beer and that went out the window.
What was
Yeah.
that movie Hogan was in?
Well, there was a lot of Hogan ones. The first one was No Holds Barred.
Yeah,
That was the first one that I remember.
Is that
Then
the
they-
robot one?
No. That was the one where Zeus came out. Tiny Zeus Lester.
Okay.
And he fights him. He's like the big villain at the end. That was his first movie that I don't know what the line of films afterwards, but I know there was Suburban Commando with Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah,
That's the one
that
where
too.
he was like a space guy and he comes, and he lives. You're like, I need a home to live in, and he's like, and Christopher Lloyd, like, oh my God, Marty, and he's like, oh, we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back.
You forget though he was Thunderlips in Rocky 3 or 4.
Oh yeah, okay,
What
so
a-
that had to be his first
Yeah,
role.
yeah.
Yeah, because he's a dick in that.
Yep, he
He's-
beats the crap out of
Right?
Rocky. Yeah,
Because he's like, hey, I don't know. We're gonna. This is for charity, all right? He's like, oh, don't worry, brother. And then he beats the crap out of him. He's like, hey, what's the matter with you? And then he's like, and then at the end, he's like, hey, sorry, brother, I had to get on the show. He's like, hey, all right. It's like, he's like, let him know
That was a good
beforehand.
exchange right there.
He's like, hey, I'm gonna hurt you, but let's make it look real. Blah blah blah.
was
But even at that time, they were still saying wrestling was real. Like it was like, for
most
years.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah, it was probably. It wasn't until the late '90s when they were finally like, all right, entertainment, WWE, And plus, I think the pandas got mad because WWF were like, hey, we had that first. It's about the pandas.
I mean,
You get out of
about
here.
the
I didn't know that until like in 7th grade. I remember at my history class there was like the WWF sticker,
Yeah.
and I was like, why is there a panda on there? What the hell? It's like, why is Vince McMahon not doing something about this?
It's like
I
when you.
played a club one
Fuck
time.
pandas.
I played a club one time, and a guy had it on his guitar case.
Yeah.
And I looked at him. Oh, so you like Hulk Hogan or Macho Man? And he's looking at me. I'm a vegan, man. And I'm like,
Vegan.
What wrestler is that?
Vegan man.
I had to look that up in the dictionary because we didn't have cell phones back then.
I know,
Yeah.
You had to go to the library. Here's my library card.
Yeah, I mean, we really need to do a full like wrestling episode because we never really have. We've only done the episode of like.
Actually, I've been really wanting to because like I've been wanting to talk old school wrestling where it died, like when it was good to me, and then when it died out, because it amazes me of how
The golden age.
it's still going strong, and like I think it's just so stupid now.
Yeah.
But I will save that for another day.
I know, right?
Yeah, I mean that for sure.
Another
Like we
wrestling
do have to
episode.
have a wrestling episode, because like I stopped watching around like 2001. Like that was my
Damn, that was a long time.
Yeah. It was after a WrestleMania that we went to at one of my buddy's house.
What was your reason for losing interest?
I mean, I guess it's like at that point I started working at Rainforest, so from that point, like my schedule changed. So like my Monday nights disappeared, and there was Raw. Raw was always Monday nights, and that was the thing. And then I started like losing the opportunity to watch. So when I jumped back in, I'm like,
That was before
who the
TiVo.
hell are all these wrestlers? Like, who's this? Who's that? And I was so lost. And I remember when the
Booker
first
T, huh?
right? Well, John Cena was the one. I remember when I tuned in because I'm like, where's wrestling right now? And I started watching when he was brand new, and it's like, oh, I'm a wrestler, Berther,
Oh,
and I
he
was
was still
like
rapping.
rapper, and I was like, stupid. I'm like,
Don't
this
hate,
guy's
bro.
going nowhere. This is gonna be the worst wrestler ever. Dude ends up being like one of the biggest like wrestle. I mean, not bigger than obviously The Rock, but still, you know. Though I give him credit, he holds the record for the most visits for the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's awesome. Like but is
it fake?
Talking bad shit, you know, everybody's a good guy.
Yeah, he's like, what an asshole. Well, might be, you know, he's for the children, you know.
Yeah.
He does good things.
Yeah, he does. I mean, I give him credit for that, you know, because he goes and meets the kids and, you know, and this and that. So I don't know if he can rap.
But he's a fake fucker, right? So that's
Yeah, what a liar. I don't like him. Though, can he rap? Have you guys ever heard his rap?
Yeah.
You have?
I think I heard about 10 seconds of it and I just tuned out. That's about it. I just heard the I think it's his theme song, right? Where he's rapping himself.
Yeah. Like, ding. I didn't know that was his theme, but I was like, man, that's the most stupidest promo song they can. And then I put two and two together. I was like, oh no, that's his theme song.
Because I think I saw him come out rapping to it one time. You know, like when Mayweather has people rapping in front of him, same thing. But he was rapping for himself, and I'm like, no, dude.
For himself.
You know, he got known for like making
in.
every belt into a spinner.
Yeah.
Like he was adding like a little spinning cake, like I don't know.
Oh yeah. Like
Very urban.
that's where that came from then, because I remember seeing that where like the it would spin and all that.
Yeah,
it would look like rims and all of
yeah,
that.
he was the one.
So
That started,
he's the one that started doing
that.
that. Oh, okay. I was always wondering about that. You know, I don't know.
Like this. I used to be a huge wrestling dude. I mean, I'm from the golden age of wrestling.
Yeah, the 80s WWF, all of that.
Oh, don't get him started.
Well, I mean, I
Don't get this guy
remember.
started either. Oh shit, man.
I mean, I remember when
Let's go, Edgar.
I remember when WrestleMania 1 happened, and
One?
I remember
Wow.
1. Yeah,
This
and
guy too, though, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, WrestleMania 3 for me was the best. That's when
That's
Macho
considered
Man
one of the
and,
biggest
and
ones,
Ricky
right?
Steamboat went at it for that was a great fight.
Now, WrestleMania 3, was that the one where it was Hogan and
Andre the Giant.
Andre, right? That was the
Yes.
big one, right?
Yes.
The one where he actually lifts him the first time, but he
Yes.
falls, and then they're like, boom, and he actually almost like lost by accident. He throws him off. And then the second time, he actually gets him, and then boom, he body slams him.
The first time, I mean, that's when you kind of had to figure that wrestling had to be fake because he just lifted this 500-pound guy, hurts his back, the guy falls on him, and yet kicks him out.
Yeah, exactly.
But you didn't care because you were going, yeah, you knew Hogan was gonna do it. And, you know, it was that was a great.
And that dude jumped, right?
it
It was synchronized. Is what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Every time.
Shoot, that was.
That's a beautiful view.
Hey, we got it. Yeah! Cameo appearance by the man himself, Mr. Arvin.
Team Arvin, man.
Yeah, Team Arvin.
That's
Arvin
cool.
the
Somebody still
technician.
likes the golden age of wrestling. That's,
Yeah, of
that's
course.
Man, it felt like a concert right now. I feel like just knocking it over just to get Arvin back in here.
I know, right?
It's like
That's what it
tennis.
felt like. Like it is. It's a concert. If a mic falls over, let's see if Arvin will come. All right, look, you're saying, like, hey, everybody, oh my God. And then he just comes up, fixes it. Yeah, dude, that's bad, huh?
You can pretend you're yelling at him just so, like, you know, everybody knows that the mic's working.
We should do that. Like, we should have someone stand there with an inflatable and throw it on the table. And he comes and takes it off.
He pops it.
And then we have someone try to like hug Carlos or something. And here comes Arvin grabs him.
Takes it off. Yeah.
It's like, where are these people coming from? It's like, hey.
Oh, man.
Doing his job though.
We should have him hide under the table, I think, and just knock mics over all day.
Dude. I'm like looking at the freaking the whole lineup for WrestleMania 3,
Yes.
and like it was like,
I could probably remember all of them. Shoot.
oh really? All right. So like it goes down the list. So obviously there was 12 matches.
I think Shawn Michaels was a tag team guy in one of those, if I'm not mistaken.
The Rockers?
Yeah, the Rockers or something like
Wasn't
that.
he with the Rockers, right?
I don't know. Actually,
Meow?
Shawn Michaels wasn't there yet because there is match 7 was the Hart Foundation. That was
Yes.
Bret Hart and Jimmy
Oh, the Hart
Neidhart
Foundation,
and
yes.
Dangerous Danny Days with Jimmy Hart defeated the British
The
Bulldog.
British Bulldog.
Oh, I remember that
and Tito
one.
Santana. I remember Tito Santana.
Santana. His
That's when we
flying
were kids.
elbow.
Yeah, and we're like, oh, Latino, look,
Yeah.
Santana, you know, whatever we would say that. But even though it was like, you look different.
too.
Like, I remember my dad, like, he would sometimes be like, oh, look at that, you know, and it was
Yeah,
like,
you like hear that when he's walking in, like three Latinos would get up, yay!
yeah, like, órale, hey, we did it, yeah, we made it, dog, órale,
I know.
wey.
He won the Intercontinental Champion. It was like this on the corner, like the three Hispanics on the side.
They're like, yeah, we got Fernando Valenzuela and now Tito Santana, órale, wey. That was the 80s for you.
All right. All joking aside, one of my favorite wrestling matches or type styles is luchador. Luchador wrestling is fucking. It's the shit, bro. Right? No joke. Good stuff.
Yeah, I would have to agree. But my favorite was the Nanitos.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the best.
Yeah, that was every time.
The midget luchadors.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, they're called Nanitos, or that's what they call them, I guess, in Spanish. But growing up, because my dad, he worked at a Spanish radio station.
Oh, okay.
And he was a DJ. So he did what we did. He was a comedy, doing a show and this and that. So, and he would do a lot of announcing for like Spanish wrestling, like the luchador. And we would go and we would meet all the wrestlers and get, see them without their masks too. And then I love when the Nanitos would come out and wrestle. And we're
that's like half the fights, huh?
yeah, every time.
Bring the Nanitos!
I saw one Ananito one time try to bounce off the rope and he fell through. That's a true story.
But that's when my dad was pretty much one that told us that it was fake. He told me that it was fake. He was like, no, it's real. I was like, no, mijo, because back then, and he would tell us because he used to announce.
Santa Claus? Remember I told you about Santa Claus?
He used to announce too, but every once in a while he would have to be part of the act, so they would have to knock him out. So he told us there were times that he had to act and get knocked out. I'm like, it's not real.
I remember when he would tease me and my brother. Like he would tell us because we loved Hogan. Well, obviously. Yeah, that and Ultimate Warrior, like rest in peace. But he would tell us wrestling's fake, And
I remember Ultimate Warrior saved us that one year.
Oh yeah, from what? I forget.
Remember the world was supposed to end, and Ultimate Warrior died that weekend, and then there's that. I gotta find it. It's on my.
No, wasn't it Macho Man?
Oh no, it was
Macho Man. Oh Christ, I forgot Macho Man died too.
That one hurt because I actually saw that guy wrestle.
You did? Where?
I saw him at Halloween Havoc in Las Vegas when they were the WCW.
Oh, okay.
That whole NWO thing. Yeah, that was killer. I mean, he fought Hulk Hogan actually, and of course Hogan. The other two guys beat the crap out of Macho Man, and then Hulk Hogan did his leg drop. I didn't care. I thought it looked cool.
Is that when he was like Hollywood Hogan?
Yeah, he was Hollywood Hogan.
Yeah, Hollywood Hogan.
And I walked out of there going, I just saw Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, fucking A, dude.
And then I saw the rest of the crowd with no teeth, and I was like,
Never mind.
Never mind. I'll just sit down.
I'm trying to remember that meme. It was Ultimate. I mean, Macho Man, and he something was supposed to happen that weekend. I think it was Remember when I think it was that year. Remember there was these guys that this one guy kept prophesizing the end of the world, and it was supposed to happen.
That old guy?
And I think it may have been that weekend when it was supposed to happen and Ultimate Warrior, freaking Macho Man died. So someone created an image of him saving us or something from the end of the world.
It's like Jesus like this on the world, and then Macho Man's right behind him.
Give him the elbow drop, dude. I remember that. That shit was classic.
That guy was cool.
I'm pretty sure it's on my Facebook.
I bought Slim Jims just because of him.
Oh yeah, Slim Jim. If you for Arvin, if you're in the studio, just look up Macho Man saves the world from Rapture. That's it. And that's what it was. Because it was the guy, the priest, or whoever he was like, the rapture's coming, we're going to die, end of the world, blah, 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 blah. Right. And that's what it was. And then it just says, thank God that's why he died, because he needed to save the world.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
So, yeah.
It's fantastic.
I did like that Macho Man came out, made a cameo in the first Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, real quick.
He was a Bonesaw.
It's like, you got 3 minutes.
Oh, that's right.
3 minutes of pain.
Yeah.
You ain't going nowhere.
Veins all popping out. Yeah, dude.
He had no neck, man. It was crazy.
From the angle, it looks like you're Macho Man, right?
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Because he always had that beard with the long hair and the bandana and all of that.
Ooh,
yeah. He always like that. Ooh, yeah. He always did that. I tried doing that voice for early promos of our show, and it fucking hurts my throat. I don't know how he was able to do it.
Cough drops.
Well, when Spider-Man came out, I was known for always doing that damn line at school. I was in 6th grade or 7th grade when that movie came out, and I was like, man, you guys see Macho Man? That was the best part of the whole movie.
I wore a Macho Man shirt to school one time, and No one talked to me.
I remember 4th grade, I had a friend who had a WCW shirt, who had Sting on it, the old Sting.
Yeah.
And we would always be like, get out of here, look at this guy. We're like, WWF for life.
Sting, that guy's in the WWF or
He
now, right?
got back,
Yeah,
yeah. He made an appearance. Everyone got all goober about, right? In the what's it called? The main one, WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah,
one that
yeah.
recently came out, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't kept.
Is he
I
still
haven't
the
either,
Crow?
but someone said it. Oh, yeah, Sting. Yeah,
Is he still the Crow? Like the way, remember?
Yeah,
he's
still
still
has the-
Sting, yeah.
Well, Sting, but it was the
Nah, he's
Crow.
not the Crow. Get outta here.
Back in you can't rain all the time.
You know what though? He did that Sting thing or that Crow thing right after that movie came out.
Yeah,
I remember that,
exactly.
because I think he was like a blonde guy before with like this.
Oh, yeah,
mask
that's right.
before,
Yeah, it was
right.
cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah.
Right?
These guys got a point. Yeah.
See, I told
All right.
you.
Yeah, he was wholesome then. And
All right, folks, when we come back, Luis Arriaga, are you ready?
yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're ready. All right, when we come back, we're going to have a little special performance, in-house performance by our musical guest here, Luis Arriaga. He's going to show us what he's got. Back at you guys. Please stick with us. Please, don't go nowhere. Please. All right, no, Carlos. You're giving them a bad example, Carlos. All right?
What if I
I'm
want
trying to teach them something here.
This is the Brothers Bear Podcast Live. We're gonna come back, so please come back. Yo.
Looking for some swag? Make sure to check out monsterclothing.com. They got everything from V-necks, t-shirts, hoodies, baby dolls. And remember, custom orders are always welcome and much more. They're just not on the site yet. www.monsterclothingco.com or call them at 888-49-MONSTER. 888-49-MONSTER. Hablamos español. Doo-doo-doo. It's hot out here. I need a drink.
Have a mucho macho michelada. What's a michelada? Michelada is a Mexican Bloody Mary made with beer. All you have to do is get bucket-sized michelada, open it up, pour it in your favorite beer, and you're good. What if you don't like beer? You can use it in lemon lime soda, vodka with lime, or tequila with lemon lime soda.
Sounds delicious.
Where do you find it? You can find it at your favorite store, or you can go to muchomachomichelada.com. Find us on Twitter and Facebook.
That needs to get noticed, your ideas need a great website. And at Infuse, we build simple, clean, and efficient websites. We believe that even the wildest ideas should come to life in a beautiful way. We build responsive sites, e-commerce sites, and even help with business email setup and search engine optimization. Every great idea needs a great website. Start your new look today. Check us out at www.infuse.com. That's www.enfuse.com, or call us at 800-542-4783. Again, that's 800-542-4783. Infuse, we get it done.
A home is the biggest investment in most people's lives. Buying or selling should be a positive experience.
Whether you want to be a wealthy real estate investor or just trying to find a place to call home. At AJR & Associates, we focus on the client's needs.
We understand the market better than most. Let us bring the value to you and make the right choice.
AJR & Associates, making your dream house a reality. Call us today for a free consultation at 562-882-1976. Or you can log on to www.agrrealtors.com.
With a track record of great results, bringing knowledge, wisdom, and expertise to you. Hablamos español.
ProTech Carpet Tile and Care provides professional cleaning services for carpet, tile, grout, upholstery, and fine area rugs.
ProTech technicians are professionally trained and certified cleaning and restoration experts.
We specialize in restoring damage caused by heavy soil and odor.
We can remove challenging spots such as coffee, tea, ink, gum, wine, and many more.
We have saved our customers thousands of dollars on new flooring and furniture expenses with our advanced cleaning processes.
Call for a free estimate at 562-447-4300 and visit us on our website, www.myprotectsite.com.
Hey, this is Joe Perez, owner at ProTech. Just reminding you that ProTech Carpet and Tile Care is your professional choice.
Do we have your attention? When it comes to tequila, two things matter: heart and passion. Never compromising integrity for mass production. Number one Tequila delivers the goods. Taste the heart and passion of Mexico in every bottle. We make it right. We make it fun. Superior tequila. There's only number one. There's only number one. There's only number one.
Looking for a delicious, fresh family meal that's ready when you are and easy on your budget? Welcome to Piara Pizza. We make our pizzas with handmade dough, 100% real cheese, and tomato sauce blended with our own spices. Nothing is ever frozen. We always have large pepperoni and cheese pizzas fresh and waiting for you for only $5. Or choose one of our specialty pizzas. We have veggie, meat lovers, supreme, and Hawaiian. Add an order of our amazing hot wings, cheesy bread, or breadsticks. Our locations are ultra-modern, ultra-clean, and open 7 days a week. Visit any one of our locations today, or check us out on the web at www.piarapizza.com. Piara Pizza. Fresh, hot, and ready for you when you come in. Stop in for your Piara Pizza today.
We are the Three Guys Rant with Arvin, Mike, and Phil.
Make sure to check us out every week at the3guysrant.com.
And you'll find out what they say we're faces for radio and voices for the deaf.
Damn right. Have you seen yourself lately?
Hey, I'm audio candy.
All right. Always tune in each week so you can hear the really absurd news and talk with the Three Guys Rant. Arvin, how do they reach us?
Call us at 855-69-3-GUYS. 855-69-3-GUYS.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the Brothers Bear podcast live on the Rant Radio Network. Don't go anywhere, kiddies. You wouldn't want to make the Joker sad, would you?
Welcome back to the Brothers Bear podcast. Here we got a special guest in here, Alex. What am I saying? Freaking out right now. I'm sorry. I got excited. I got a bottle opener. I'm like, I just want to drink a beer. Just give me the beer. All right. Yes, Luis Arriaga, special musical guest. He's gonna hit us up with a track. It's called "Empty," right?
Yes.
Hit us up, man. Let us enjoy your tunes, bro. Right?
Yeah, I heard you leaving, heard you fumbling at the door. Although I know how this thing is, I was hoping you'd stick around for more, cause then the bed wouldn't feel so empty, and it wouldn't feel so cold. But I know somewhere he's waiting, reminding me you're what I stole. We both know this is madness. Last night, 2 wine glasses on the floor, reminding me I'm only taking what you give me, then reminding me I can't take more. The fight's inside for what we've stolen. These are the lies that bind when we are broken. Cause I know that there's no comfort when it grabs you by the throat, when it's taken all you've given, for you fumble out my door. Spoken, broken glass that shattered on the floor. When you take a drink and you wonder where I am tonight, when he holds you and you're cold. We're like the whispers in the darkness, wishing that we could be more. a light that hits that place that you stopped running too long ago, till we're in that empty space again, and you hold back all you wanna give. Soon the fury of an empty word makes you feel like you wanna live. The fight's inside for what we've chosen. These are the lies that bind when we are broken. What we hide and what is unspoken.
Thank you, guys.
Woo!
Thank you.
It's a medal!
¡Queremos bailar!
Thank you.
That was good.
Come back and join us, bro. Come back.
Come back, por favor, please. Come back. While our guest gets situated, if you
That
could
was
show
beautiful,
the
bro. That was fantastic. Oh, that was wonderful.
Thank
If
you
you
very
could
much.
show the image while you're getting situated and coming back to join us at the studio. That's the image we were talking. That's what it was. He happened to die on the same. I think the day the rapture was supposed to happen. Obviously, the end of the world didn't happen.
Right.
So
Because a brave man took on the impossible
Did it
task.
for you, brother.
Yes.
yeah.
He had a choice, and he made a good one, I think, right? Right?
There you go.
We're here, right? Listening to Luis Arriaga.
Yeah. thank you, sir.
2015. Thanks
Macho
to
Man is
fucking...
watching us from
Yes.
above right now.
Yeah, he's like, good job, brother. No, he doesn't say brother.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thanks for the shout out, Brothers Bear.
I think I made the right choice.
I want you all the time, brother.
You guys do know that Lenny Pavo was his brother, right? The poet guy, Leaping Lenny Pavo.
No.
Back in the day with wrestling, getting back to wrestling, right? There used to be a thing where they would bring out the superstars. Thank you, sir. Salud.
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 Here, I got what bottle?
There you
right
go.
Boom,
Thank
boom.
you.
Get the diamonds. Oh, Arizona.
So
And his house.
they used to always have like the superstar, and then they would always have like a flunky that would come out, like the Brooklyn Brawler or somebody like that.
Yeah.
That was just out there to lose. And Leaping Lenny Pavo, I didn't know this for years. I used to think the guy was a joke. He'd come out and with frisbees and read a poem, and then he'd throw the frisbees in the audience. And then somebody told me, that's the Macho Man's brother. I'm like, you're joking. No way. It was such a bummer.
That's sad. There you go. For
There
May the 4th be with you.
There you go. Absolutely.
Brother, yeah. I did it for you. Hey there, little green man. Do or do not. But there is no tribe. Hey, Obi-Wan, pass me the salt. I'm gonna be in the rainbow, guys. Hey, Chewie, we're home.
Now, I'll tell you, that got me excited when I saw that trailer.
Right,
Yep,
right.
Yep, I'm a big Star Wars homer. So.
Okay, let me just add, before, obviously, I want to get into your whole influence, your
Yeah.
background in musically,
Yes,
but I want to ask
musically,
you
yes.
one question.
Sure.
When you saw that scene, that moment when you just, it goes to black, and then you hear the, Chewie, we're home,
Yeah.
and then you see him, what did you feel when that happened?
I will yeah, pretty much.
Right? Did you
'Cause
get some chills or something?
yeah,
Like
'cause-
happy? See, I got trolled by this guy. I got chills. They made fun of me for that.
Let me tell you something. I'll tell you something. My father and I stood in line when the original Star Wars came out to watch it, and we were like, we had to wait for like 3 hours to get in.
Damn.
But we watched it, and then at the time, I mean, I was a kid. It was the biggest thing in the world for me. You're like, how the hell do you think these things fly around like that? It was just awesome.
It was
Movie
amazing.
magic,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Well, it was kind of like when I saw Jurassic Park the first time. I'd never seen special effects like that either.
You've
I was
never
like,
seen dinosaurs either.
Oh, you're right.
What the fuck?
You're like,
Well,
True.
But somebody should have. But I figured that if anybody did, that's what they look like. You know.
Yeah,
Now it
exactly.
looks kind of because everything is pretty much GCI or whatever that's
CGI
called.
or GCI.
Whatever.
Close enough.
I'm an old school man.
You know what I meant. Cool, but yes, I felt I was excited once I heard Harrison Ford's voice. When I heard Han Solo, I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be good.
Yeah,
All right,
it was amazing. See, and that's why like these guys are all making fun of me, like chills. I'm like,
Hey, wait, these guys, this guy.
well, no, Derek. When I mean these guys, because that was the episode that Michael Maxwell from Jack of All Nerds
As well?
Yeah,
Oh,
they were both
you
of
and
these
me
guys
on the same page.
It was
Mike.
the episode you happen to miss.
Anyways,
Never mind then.
I went to go see Age of Ultron on Friday, right? IMAX 3D, and I was lucky enough to see the trailers for Batman vs Superman and Star Wars.
Oh, right.
Nice.
Seeing Star Wars in IMAX, I gotta change my mind a little bit more. I'm like, that's pretty good. I told you, right? This is you know, what's J.J. Abrams, man? You see, but he sold me, man. The way they did the whole trailer too, all like just I don't know, like they came out with a certain type of epic. It's not like crazy, like in your face.
Yeah.
But for the fanboys, boosh, man, I can see the jizz coming out. You know?
Well, I mean, yeah.
And then the hand claps afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
Before and after a preview, you know. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
That
You know?
preview should be nominated for an Oscar.
A minute and a half. Oh my god!
I mean, hearing Han Solo, because you don't see it. It's in the dark when you hear him. We're home, Chewie.
Yeah.
And you hear him. You're like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And I'm high-fiving people.
Exactly. Oh yeah!
There's a baby right next to you. Just
And a lot of people are like, I've been speculating like that moment. Why it gives you the chills in that moment is because we're like, Chewie, we're home, and then he goes, he says, I know. You know?
Really? That was the language?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a translation?
I
Is
think
that-
I gave him the wrong video.
One of the funniest.
Because that's not supposed to be the video.
One of the funniest things about Han Solo understanding Chewbacca was in the first movie when they're trapped in the Death Star and they're trying to figure out how to save the princess. And he's like, I don't like your plan, Luke. And you hear Chewie go, "Rrrr, you got that right, Chewie." I don't know what the hell he said, but I knew that he said something cool that Han Solo was all.
You know, there's a dialect for that too. You can just go on Wikipedia Chewbacca
if it's a
dialect.
long, and it's this. If it's short,
That's
it's
true.
that.
I don't know if you guys watch Star Trek, but I mean, for the villains, I forgot what they're called. They have a dictionary with their
The
language.
Klingons?
The Klingons, yeah, they have a whole dictionary for that.
Yeah, they sure cling on to it, huh?
Yeah.
I'll give it to you. Honestly, I'll give it to you.
Hey,
Hey, I'll just put the closed caption, dude. I'm not gonna be looking.
Honestly, the only reason why I knew it was Klingons or whatever the hell is because I was watching Star Trek.
How dare you blasphemy, bro? Blasphemy.
Oh wait, and Sid, you said you have never seen cats before? I mean cats. Dinosaurs.
Oh, cats watching dinosaurs.
It's very suspenseful.
And that's it.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That's why I like dogs.
Man,
Movie magic.
as a kid, I remember that scene being one of the most funniest scenes in the whole movie when that girl runs. Like,
Yeah.
that was the best.
Spielbergo.
I like that movie.
The video after, because it was showed right there. And up next, it said Jedi Cats, and it's actually playing on my thing, and it just looks freaking. It's a bunch of videos of cats where they added Jedi, like the lightsabers.
Lightsabers, yes.
But enough of the funniness, or well, not. It's still gonna be funny, but I meant
Silly
like the
randomness.
geekiness of like Star Wars and wrestling. As much we gotta talk about our guests. You perform music, so obviously. I know he has some questions.
He's got the touch of the magical finger pickings of a guitar, right?
Practice.
That's a fancy guitar right there. Can you talk about that guitar? It looks very expensive and old.
It is expensive. I got that because my biggest influence in music is the Beatles. I think the Beatles were the greatest, bar none, and that was just it. I mean, they elevated such a high bar and everything. And I always liked a lot of their early sound because a lot of their early sound had a lot of acoustic guitar in it, and that's the model acoustic that they used.
See, there it is. I knew
There
it
you
was
go.
special. You know?
So
Anybody
that's the
that plays
influence.
guitar, that knows how to play guitar really well, has a special guitar story.
Oh yeah,
Right.
You know, or reason for having whatever guitar they have.
I name my guitars too.
Oh, there
really?
you go.
What is it?
If you don't
This
mind,
one-
hold on. If you don't mind, you know, some people
Yeah,
don't
that's
like to give out
true.
the information. But if you don't, yes.
Yes. I'm also a big Tennessee Williams fan. I like his stuff. And so when I have two guitars, and so my favorite play is A Streetcar Named Desire. That's Stella.
Nice.
And my electric is Blanche,
Oh,
the sister.
Bad. I was thinking Golden Girls Blanche. You know?
You raised the eyebrow for that.
Damn. I got to rethink this one. Is there another female character in that movie?
You just tell people I'm a huge fan of Golden Girls. You know, Blanche is right here.
Betty White is hot.
Oh, right on. So, Luis Arriaga, thanks for joining us
Thank
here
you.
at the
Thank you guys for
Buzzword
having me,
Podcast.
really.
You play music. You have a record that's out. Not out yet.
Not yet.
Not
It's about a
yet.
month away, I
It's
think.
a rough cut, right?
Yeah.
Is it a rough cut, you could say? Are you going to go studio with this sampling that I got?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're still cleaning it up a little bit, but for the most part, what you heard was pretty much how it's going to sound.
Record, which is called?
It's called Took the Time.
I took the time to listen to it. It was really fabulous. Fantastic. Right?
Thank you.
The first stuff that you showed me was acoustic, so I was like, me and him were, you know, we were fond of each other. We know
Right.
each other since we were little babies and stuff, right?
Absolutely.
So I know his taste. So when he showed me his new material, because you've had stuff recently too,
Right.
right? Before this
Right.
little solo project, if you will.
Yeah.
Of taking your time.
That was the reason why I named it that, because the reason that actually inspired is because my wife likes to watch American Idol. Sorry, babe, but and I'm not a huge fan. You know, I kind of agree with what Charles Barkley says, that it's a pretty glorified karaoke show. You know, and as you and I have spoken, about, we talk in terms of albums. We don't talk in terms of just one good or two songs.
Yeah.
You know, and
You hear that new Bruno Mars song? Oh, it's fabulous. Oh, yeah.
but what about
I
the rest
heard-
of the record, huh?
I heard he got sued by some old guys because they think that it was their song first. Fucking assholes. They don't know original music.
Exactly. But I got upset about it one time because I forgot what one of the judges said to somebody, and I was just like, I told my wife, you know, this is what music's come to. And she goes, well, why don't you do something?
Yeah, rebel, bro, and this is what we come out here now.
Exactly.
We listen to first song called "Empty," right?
Thank you. Yes, I mean, I mean, it actually made me think. The next day, I had a couple of CDs in my car, and I broke out with Neil Young's "Harvest." And when I'm listening
fancy that one. That was a
yeah,
good
when
one.
I was listening to some of the acoustic stuff, I'm like, I think I can do that.
Hey,
And
old man, take a look at
Oh
my
man, look at my life.
yeah.
I'm a lot like you were. Oh man.
Keep singing. I like it.
Boom, you got it all set.
Do you know Tell Me Why?
Not personally. But I mean, that's kind of what it was. I just thought to myself, all right, cool. So when I started looking at studio time, I realized, damn, I'm not going to be able to afford this.
recordings, man.
exactly. So I just looked into it. My wife had bought me my big iMac, and
There you go.
I told her I need some software. She's for what? Because I'm going to do what you told me to do. And so she got me the software. Then I bugged her for some mics, and she got me some mics, and yeah, I mean, pretty much. And I mean, it originally was supposed to be something like that, just acoustics, and
Yeah.
because I started listening to a lot of the first 3 Bob Dylan albums, which were just acoustic. He didn't have really a lot of instrumentation.
Falling in love all over again.
But then some of the songs as I was writing them just evolved, and so I called up my old bandmates, and I'm like, hey, you guys want to help me out with this? And they did. We've been recording in my garage, in my hall, in my living room.
As far as the percussion, though, right? And what you showed me, it's only percussion, so it's or additional like solo guitar.
No, I did all
pieces.
I did all the guitar pieces, all the piano pieces. There was a couple of piano tunes in there, and he did all the drums. And
anyone play bass?
Actually, yeah. Juan Luquin is our bass player, and George Mesa is the one that's playing drums. He's actually was very key with how a lot of this came out, because since we used to be in a band together, you rehearse and you're like, something didn't sound right, but it sounded right to me, but it's not right, and so we would just kind of go back and forth on it, and then we would just go back and redo things, and because of him, I think it improved a lot of the sound, a lot of how the recording actually sounded. So I have a lot of thanks to give him.
Right on. You got a good amount of effort then
yes.
in making this. Naturally, I assume that because off of the first two samples you gave me was all acoustic, was all you.
Right.
I was under the assumption that this was your thing and your thing only.
Right.
So you do have some help. Are you calling this anything as far as like a band name, or is
no,
it you
this
and
is,
I got homies with me?
Yes, pretty much. I mean, this is my solo project, if you will,
right on.
and it actually kind of served a good purpose, because now the ex-members of the band are thinking about us all getting back together again.
Oh, watch out!
So
Hey, we should do this all over again. Let's do it. Sounds like a good idea.
Let's do it. Yeah, it'll be great until we remember why we broke up in the first place.
Right? That's Van Halen, dude. Every single time. Let's get together. You're a dick. That's why we break up.
Yeah, it's like, it's because of you and your fucking tambourine that my life's a mess. And
Hey, come on, no one can be Davy Jones.
There you go.
He's a legend, bro.
Right? Yeah, he's
Rock
the
and
true.
roll
He's
Hall of
the
Fame.
true. When you watch Axl Rose,
Uh-huh.
he does this little. No,
You're right.
Davy Jones did it first from the Monkees. He does. He goes like that.
You're right.
Sure.
I never thought of that, but
Look
you're right.
What you've done to me.
He's right.
He's put a lot of thought into it. Yeah.
Axel's watching the show, and I was like, damn, someone finally got it.
He takes his bandana and throws it.
Damn it,
know what you want.
Man, Slash should have hooked up with Mickey then. I regret her. Mike had the whole dance going. I regret.
Right, dude?
Never thought of that.
See,
now I got that image in my head. You're right.
Side by side. You got freaking Davy Jones, doing his
Slash
little...
showing Axl Monkey's video real quick and like do that.
Listen, we'll do this.
Okay.
No, he has to go like this. All right.
Wait, what are you doing? Alright.
Yeah, that looks good.
I
JJ Believer, right?
I just like how even in his normal voice he's yelling. He's like, "Hey, we're gonna do,"
Yeah.
He all yells. I always thought, Slash, when they did that November Rain song,
Yeah.
when they did at the MTV Movie Awards, where Elton John's playing the piano and
Yeah.
he gets on the freaking piano and he starts doing his little. I thought that was badass as a kid, dude. I'm like, oh, look at that guy, he's rocking. That's rock and roll right there, dude.
Elton's like, what the hell are you doing on my piano? Come on.
Elton John's like, I saw this with the Monkees.
Did you ever see that video? Or I don't know when it first aired, but when Michael Jackson got pissed off with them.
With who?
With Slash?
Yeah, I did.
That's when they did Black and White or Black or White.
Yeah,
right?
no. It was Christ. It's off of that album, but it's another song. And yeah, he Slash plays the guitar with him.
Oh, okay.
And just Slash being Slash, he's just soloing and security has to kind of get him off the stage because he doesn't want to stop, and then he kind of even walks away to keep playing. And Michael's even getting pissed off, but Michael being Michael doesn't know what to do, so instead he just points at him and just starts battling him while
get off the stage. Yeah, because he ran out of dance moves. That's why.
Someone was out staging him basically.
No, it's all choreography, man. Once you fuck that shit up, man, it's all
That's why I like
domino effect.
That's why I like improv musicians who just don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't care about that.
No, he was
kind of
very
thing.
technical. You can tell, dude. Some shit fucks up. He's just like,
He's fucking fired. It was the live performance of Black or White. But
was it?
He helps him in another song. I think it's called Dirty Diana or something like that. One of those songs.
I remember that.
Right?
So let's go with your influences right
Yes.
quick. All right. So we got a little taste test. It's acoustic, very
Michael
acoustic,
Jackson.
right? I'm like, yeah, it sounds just like Michael Jackson.
The Beatles and Hulk Hogan.
There you go. Hulk Hogan first.
Brother, I played the guitar once.
He actually played the bass. I saw him in a video.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's right.
You're right. I had that stupid album because somebody.
You're the one. You know where it's at. Actually, I know. Yes, I know where that CD's at.
It's because somebody found it at a thrift store and they left it and I grabbed it like it was at school and it's so
That's
cheap,
funny.
dude. It's like the song, like oh my god, it's horrible.
So you're that one guy that.
Yeah. What he does.
Kept
he knows
Hogan's
how to
hopes
play
up.
bass.
Does he?
Yeah, he
Does
actually
he know how to play bass?
Good 80s sounding bass, you know.
Yeah, he totally fits with that whole image because he had the leotards on, like most of those rock bands in the 80s did.
Oh,
So
yeah.
You just see him in a Corvette chilling and everything. On the album, I remember that when you open it, you're looking at the booklet. Yeah.
Hot red
Hogan.
Corvette, yeah. Oh, it's very sexy. All right, man. We're just all over the place. We just keep going all over the place.
Yeah.
You know, man. Time keeps fucking running by too. So we got a minute here. Let's get on to what's gonna come out next. Right, as we come into the next segue, we're gonna have another song by you, right?
Okay.
It's called "A Hard Rain."
Yes.
Oh my god, that's so deep.
It is.
First thing I thought of course. What did I think of?
You probably thought Dylan.
There you go, Mr. Robert Zimmerman, of course.
Yeah, because I mean, it is influenced by Dylan. That song. I heard "Don't Think Twice," and I'm like, I like that. I want to do.
I could do one better.
Well, I don't know about that. You know, I don't know about that. The guy could probably still even sing better than me. I think he's like.
I don't know about that, man. I heard his new record.
Did you hear his new
Although
record?
I enjoy his status as a human being here in this earth. His latest record is a good, one and done for me.
I saw him in concert
his
once,
voice,
and I
yeah.
took a date with me, and she's like, I go, do you like Bob? No, she's like, yeah, I have his greatest hits. After the concert was over, she's like, he can't sing. Yeah, I knew that
When he was young.
Yeah, I knew that wasn't gonna last. That one.
So when we come back, folks, please stick with us. We're gonna have our special guest here, Luis Arriaga. Hit them strings, bros. Stick with us, bros. Stick with us, please. Stay here, please.
We'll be right back. The Brothers Bear Podcast Live.
Been in an accident? Then you need your vehicle professionally repaired. That's exactly what you get when you bring your vehicle to Greg's Auto Body Repair. Free quotes within minutes. We will provide everything you need for a hassle-free auto body repair, from an accurate estimate to working with your insurance company. We will get your vehicle to its pre-accident condition as soon as possible. Greg's Auto Body has been serving Los Angeles County and local cities since 1970. Call us at 562-789-1300.
The experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like Westco Bank Mart, Satin Ice, and Pastry Pride. One-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
Looking for some swag? Make sure to check out monsterclothing.com. They got everything from V-necks, t-shirts, hoodies, baby dolls. And remember, custom orders are always welcome, and much more. They're just not on the site yet. www.monsterclothingco.com or call them at 888-49-MONSTER. 888-49-MONSTER. Hablamos español. Doo-doo-doo!
A home is the biggest investment in most people's lives. Buying or selling should be a positive experience.
Whether you want to be a wealthy real estate investor or just trying to find a place to call home. At AJR & Associates, we focus on the client's needs.
We understand the market better than most. Let us bring the value to you and make the right choice.
AJR & Associates, making your dream house a reality. Call us today for a free consultation at 562-882-1976. Or you can log on to www.hrrealtors.com.
With a track record of great results, bringing knowledge, wisdom, and expertise to you. Hablamos español.
Do we have your attention? When it comes to tequila, two things matter: heart and passion. Never compromising integrity for mass production. Number One Tequila delivers the goods. Taste the heart and passion of Mexico in every bottle. We make it right. We make it fun. Superior Tequila. There's only number one. There's only number one. There's only number one.
Business that needs to get noticed? Your ideas need a great website. And at Infuse, we build simple, clean, and efficient websites. We believe that even the wildest ideas should come to life in a beautiful way. We build responsive sites, e-commerce sites, and even help with business email setup and search engine optimization. Every great idea needs a great website. Start your new look today. Check us out at www.enfuse.com. That's www.enfuse.com, or call us at 800-542-4783. Again, that's 800-542-4783. Enfuse, we get it done. It's one thing to own a business, it's another to promote it. That's why thousands of business owners rely on Monster Marketing Group. Design, print, mail, custom mailers, all for as little as 29 cents delivered. That includes postage. Send to a neighborhood, zip code, or an entire city. With just a simple call, 888-49-MONSTER, you can easily promote your business, sales, events, grand openings, send coupons, and much more.
Your mail delivers in as little as 5 days. No dealing with the mailing list or paperwork. Monster Marketing does all the heavy lifting. Get started now by calling 888-49-MONSTER or go to monsterng.com.
Monster Marketing Group. We deliver, we give you results, we can prove it.
Real Estate Rant and AGR Realtors are proud supporters of Michael Aguilar and Associates, advocates for stroke awareness and integrative healthcare.
In February 2012, I suffered a stroke due to high blood pressure. I was rushed to the hospital where I was admitted for the next 30 days. I was initially told I may have to stay in the hospital for about 3 months, but I made rapid improvements in my recuperation and continued to improve to this day.
When Michael left the hospital, he did not have insurance to cover his rehabilitation, so he focused on integrative healthcare to get better. At the end of 2013, seeing a need for stroke awareness, Michael started his own company, Michael Aguilar and Associates, to focus on creating awareness about the dangers of high blood pressure and stroke.
If you would like more information, please call me at 562-464-7297, or you can visit my website at www.strokeawareness101.com.
Michael Aguilar and Associates, creating awareness and saving lives one person at a time.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the Brothers Bear Podcast live on the Rant Radio Network. Don't go anywhere, kiddies. You wouldn't want to make the Joker sad, would you?
Welcome back to the Brothers Bear Podcast. Thank you for joining us here with special guest. Going to do us another favor here and bless us with his artistic finger picking of the guitar.
Yes.
All right? This one is called A Heart Reigns by Luis Arriaga. Take it away, bro.
Your candle in the wind, with every flicker I lose hope, but I still lay me down, hoping you'll find your way back home. Like a kaleidoscope dream, mirrored in the sky, mesmerizing time, and the dreams you leave behind. So put your hand in mine, only for a while, 'cause life is only worth what is yours and what is mine. Trusting the old man who sits alone inside his store, smiles sweetly at you, sell you dreams and nothing more. 'Cause I will be there when it starts to fall. I will be there when the earth and sky do call. I will be there
by you. When the hard rain comes, and the bluebirds flying by like an echo in the wild. Feel some comfort now, like the dead man when he smiles. And I was sad to hear you left that stranger's room. Wish you would have waited, I was coming back real soon. 'Cause I will be there when it starts to fall, and I will be there when the earth and sky do call. I will be there by you. When the hard rain comes, and the artist often lives so much longer when they die, while vultures pick and chew all the things they leave behind. But those were only things they saw inside their dreams. Most dreams don't come true, like you and I it seems. I guess I won't be there when it starts to fall. I guess I won't be there when the earth and sky do call. I guess I won't be there by you. When the hard rain comes, thank you.
Thank you. Stuff, man.
Yes.
Come join us at the table, sir.
I'm gonna cry again.
Return back, duck. So I'm gonna ask.
You see my tears? Did you see my tears?
I'm gonna ask a question that I have. I'm curious about. So both of you can actually answer this. On the acoustic guitar, I notice you have this hard metal thing that's holding down all the strings. What does that do?
It's called a capo, and what that does, it just basically changes the key of a song. It depends on the way that I'm singing it, or what kind of a sound I want to get from the guitar itself.
Right on.
If you want a lighter tone.
Yeah, it's kind of like it does the same function as your finger when you're trying to do barcodes, except that it just stays stationary. In that position, I think it's in the key of B.
Oh, awesome. What was the first song you learned? Like, what was the one where you're like, I mean, because we didn't ask exactly at what age exactly did you first pick up the guitar and start like, this is what I want to do.
Right. My first time, or actually where I was really serious about it, I picked it up when I was about 16.
16, okay.
And the first song I ever learned was Buddy Holly's Peggy Sue.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know Summertime Blues?
I know that too. And at that time, I mean, I was... I mean, at that time, I was into all the pop stuff. You know, at the time, the stuff was, you know, Duran Duran and all that thing. And I remember when that new wave stuff came out, you know, at first I was like, I want to be a lead singer, and I used to sit there and kick my sister out of the room and, you know, be with a brush pretending I'm singing. No, not that. I didn't want to do that.
Like, not George Michael.
No, not George Michael. But then in school, actually, I was in the 8th grade, and I had just picked up the guitar, and a teacher of mine, his name was Mr. Tanner, asked us to write a poem. So my only, you know, ideas of a poem were lyrics. And I wrote down this song. I remember it was called Naked City. I don't know why I called it that. It was just kind of...
It just sounded badass.
Yeah,
right?
it did, right?
You're a youth. You're like, Naked City. That does sound pretty cool.
Yeah, so my teacher ended up liking it, and he made me read it in front of the whole class. And I was, you know, at first I was kind of embarrassed because, you know, but I got a couple claps, and I was like,
hey,
pretty good. That's right.
Yeah,
so
that's all you needed. Huh?
Yeah, but what actually really did it for me...
That's funny that like there was a fly around.
I'm like, fucking shit. And you're like, oh,
hey, I could do this.
Damn fly, where is he now? If he only knew. But what really did it was
Live hope.
What really did it, I had some family friends again around the time I was 16, and we had gone to visit them, and I'm dating myself right now. She was cleaning out her cassette decks.
Ah.
And she would just clean them out, and then she handed me a cassette. She goes, "You want this?" And I looked at it, and it had it was called Real Music, REEL Music by the Beatles. It was music from their movies, and it was one of those compilations that they used to do before the advent of CDs and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And to me, it was kind of bizarre because to me, the Beatles were this cartoon I used to see on Saturday morning, you know, and saying, you know, "She loves you," and I thought they were like, kind of like the Archies or,
Yeah.
you know, I didn't think they were a real band. And
Yeah, with all the stuff that they have in as far as pictures, yeah.
exactly.
Pictures, yeah.
So I popped it in, and the first song that I heard was "I Am the Walrus," and that pretty much sold me. I'm going, if something this weird could be that good, then I'm in.
And yeah, it's something that weird that can be considered that poppy.
Yeah.
Right? That much pop appeal to
exactly.
to
And
weird.
so I became, I mean, really, I literally became like obsessed with them. I wanted to read all the books I could on them. I bought all their records, and I saw all their lyrics and all the Paul is Dead conspiracies and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and my mom used to tell me, she goes, you were born in the wrong era, son, because, you know, I had posters on the
Well, that's
wall.
how fascinating the Beatles
Yeah.
are and influential.
Right. And when I got with my band, they my guitar player, he was a huge Jimi Hendrix fan, and that's when I started really wanting to learn to play like that.
Yeah, the guitar.
Yeah, because they were. I mean, he was something else. I mean, that was phenomenal. The first couple albums that I heard, I was just sitting there with these giant headphones at the time.
Yeah, they're coming back.
Yeah, once you control the volume through here, you know.
I've known you for a good while, right?
Right.
And in this conversation that we've had, we've already thrown out a couple of names as far as influences, but I haven't heard the main one yet. The one that you, every time I see you, you just jizz all over me with this guy's talent. I'm like, oh yeah, he's really
Poor choice of words, man.
Well, we're close like that.
Like, no, that literally.
You're talking about Dylan, right?
Oh, Dylan, now I'm talking about Clapton, bro.
Oh well.
Where's your bro at, dude? Where's your
I mean,
homeboy?
let me tell you something
Mr.
about
Clapton
Clapton.
is God, you know.
Yo,
Mr.
he is God.
Did I
That's
tell you
all
about
it is. Hey, let me tell you about
Did I tell you
Clapton.
about George Harrison? That motherfucker.
I know, but I mean, Clapton was again by my guitar player. He, we were watching TV back when MTV actually played music. Yeah, and
Good old days.
yeah, and so he performed, but he performed a really bad song called "I Can't Stand It," and I like thought to myself, this sounds kind of bad, right? And so my buddy's like, no, this guy's great, and I go, but he just sang a shitty song, you know. So he goes, no. So we went to his room, and he popped in Cream's Disraeli Gears,
La creme.
and
La creme.
yeah, when I heard that record, I'm going, that's the same guy.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Yeah, so then he played their greatest hits, which had the live version of Crossroads. And if you listen to the record, you'd never know that it's live until at the very end when you hear people clapping.
Mm-hmm.
And so that really just blew me away. I'm like, he played that live?
Yeah.
And so then I became obsessed with Eric Clapton. I just wanted to play the guitar like him.
A
And-
super group at that time, too. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Because he was known before that with the Birds.
no, he was with
The Yardbirds.
The Yardbirds. There
My
you go.
bad.
Right.
Something Birds.
So it had a feather or something.
Is it the Yardbirds?
Yeah, it was the Yardbirds.
Is it? I think they do that one song for your love.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, that's the one. And but I mean, when I heard Cream, and then I started listening to all of his other solo work before he did that terrible song. Terrible. Yeah, I mean, I just thought it was. I mean, I got really into the blues at that point. I started discovering blues music. So.
Tidbit. I know you know this, but I'm curious to know when you actually knew this, since you enjoy the Beatles so much and you think Eric Clapton is God. When
Yes.
did you find out that Eric Clapton was considered the fifth Beatle?
There's been quite
Was
a
it
few actually
before-
that ever considered.
Was it before your obsession of Clapton or after?
Well, it was probably before because I mean I knew who he was, but I hadn't really paid any attention. Like I said, I was kind of really upset. I went through these periods where I was just listening to one band and I wanted to learn every single nook and cranny of everything they ever recorded. And I mean, for example, at the end of Sgt. Pepper's, when they do A Day in the Life, I could tell you that there's like paper falling if you listen close enough.
Uh-huh.
You know, it was just kind of that thing. And I mean, I knew who Clapton was. Oh, he played guitar on that, but I didn't know who Eric Clapton actually was. I hadn't listened really to any of his stuff because I was then diverted into 80s alternative. The Smiths, the Cult, the Cure, Depeche Mode, back when KROQ was actually a good station to listen to.
Blasphemy, bro.
You know?
You know, we're trying to get sponsors and you're totally
I'm
ruining
sorry.
it here, bro. Jesus Christ. No, we love you guys. You know?
But I meant that nicely.
All that rave music you guys play now.
Well, I tuned out with them when I heard Metallica on there once. I was like, okay, I'm done with this.
You're like Enter Sandman, yeah, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, back then nobody
I
played.
didn't have a joke. I just
Yeah, nobody. But nobody played
Nice
punk back then. I mean, I couldn't. The first time I heard Black Flag was on K Rock. I thought, wow, this is loud, but this is good. You know, and then I discovered other. That's kind of how it always went with me. I would discover one band, and then I would discover all the bands that either came before or after.
All right. Well, getting back into your material, you play a lot of acoustics. That's
Right.
all I've heard. And then when you gave me your sample of your record,
Right.
up and coming record,
Right.
I totally got the influences from all the other stuff that you're just talking about right now.
Right.
Like it. The guitar, the percussion, and all that stuff. It's very rugged.
Yes.
It's very raw. You know, it's very garagey.
Yes.
It's very lo-fi.
Right.
It's extremely DIY. You know,
Mhm.
and that's what punk is all about, bro.
Right.
So you're like you're a modern day punkster right now. We actually got some punk music that we're playing here. For
I like
you guys, man.
I like punk music.
Enjoy
Music
that
rocks.
stuff. Yes, totally. The original punk, in my opinion, I think is Bob Dylan.
Yes.
You know,
I think it was the original rapper too.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah.
I guarantee you, there's some like if there's,
Rapping
like,
is
high
a
school-
Jewish thing.
Yes.
That's not what.
Wait.
Let me tell you a story.
But yeah, I mean, Dylan to me was. I heard him the first. Well, it was kind of like everybody else. I didn't like how he sang, so I would tune to another station, and the same guitar player. Yeah, same guitar player. He was the first guy I ever knew that had a CD player, and he would stick his headphones in there, and then the first time we played Dylan, or actually the first time we played Abbey Road, I'm like, "There's a piano there," because I had never heard a CD. I was like, "There's a piano." Fuck, Same thing when he did Dylan. He goes, "Just get past the voice and listen to his lyrics."
Yeah, that's what he says, man.
Exactly.
That's what he says.
But I can't understand it.
Yeah, and okay, real quick, just since we're in this real quick subject, once you get past the whole pop, the whole pop appeal,
Mm-hmm.
it's gotta be kids, it's gotta get me. His artistry and how he plays his guitar is like no other.
Right. He's
Try
a very
to
good
get
guitar
anybody to cover his shit. Right?
They usually fall short.
Yeah, fall very short, and every time
With the
he
exception
plays,
of Hendrix. Hendrix actually did a pretty good version of Tower Along the Watchtower.
It's so much so that I hear that Bob Dylan only plays his version when he plays live.
Right,
Yeah,
but he
that's
doesn't.
fucking awesome.
It
dude.
isn't it?
That's the best homage you can ever think of, dude.
Yep.
Try to top that.
But yeah, Dylan was a huge, still is actually very, very much so.
Very much so. Yeah. All his bootlegs tapes that come
I
out,
have
dude.
like 3 or 4 of them. As a matter of fact, the last time your wife was over at my place, I broke out with all my Bob Dylan CDs. I said, "Here, you pick." Then they kicked me out.
Exactly. His new material stuff is fabulous too. I'm not really too into it, but the shit that he comes out with the bootlegs
Right.
is just like nothing like you can ever think of, man. I mean, he writes so much, and it's just like one and dones, but. Dude, there's like this huge ass catalog now. It's all like in the Hollow Records.
Yeah.
Like it's stored away next to like the fucking Bill of Rights and shit. Like, people pick at his
Yeah.
shit. It's
We the
he's
people,
so
and then it says like a
interesting.
Rolling Stone right next to it.
Exactly. I can talk about that guy endlessly. Let's go back to your stuff, man.
Yes.
Let's get back to your material. Why do you do this, bro? All right, you're a musician, yes. You told us at one point you heard this one song,
Mhm.
right? Why do you do it now? Why are you doing it now? What's your purpose?
Again, like it was basically started because of my wife. My wife just told me, if you don't like what's going on now, do something, right? She goes, "I know you can play," but she had never really heard me play, and I had kind of abandon the whole playing thing. I would pick up my guitar and strum and play chords or what have you. But I just started feeling that passion again for it. The moment I wrote the first song for the record, I was like, okay, I got it back, because I kind of was a couple of false starts. I wrote a couple of things that were like, this sucks. I guess I lost it.
Were you listening to anything like?
Not particularly, but because I started
like on purpose, like saying, you know what, I'm gonna listen to this because I want to get some influence.
Initially
Or
I did. I just
inspiration.
wanted, initially I did it just to see how they did it, because I had heard the song so many times. I just wanted to know, well, what did they do that makes, for example, to listen to a whole acoustic album, you have to be a hell of a songwriter, and you have to catch a person's attention for almost an hour on just an acoustic guitar. That's why those early Dylan records, you're like, what the hell? But really, I mean, you have to sit there and look at it, and you're like, this is why the guy's a genius, because he can hold your attention for that long. And some of those songs ran on for like 6 minutes.
Fucking
And
ever, yeah. And he's not. There's no catch. There's no,
no hook or anything. You're just like
totally away
thinking,
from that.
get to the climax already.
But that's what folk is about. Though,
Exactly.
too. I love folk music.
Yeah,
man.
so-
and you're very folky with your
Yes,
stuff, man. And I totally get it off of the songs you showed us.
What actually, but to answer your question, what actually turned me on again to want to listen to something, ironically enough, was country. I like old school country. I
Old
do.
school, right, for sure, yeah.
I like old school country. I'm as much as I
I
love.
thought you were gonna say like, I recently heard 1981.
Oh,
from Taylor Swift.
no.
Or 89.
No,
I'm sorry,
no.
1989.
No.
She's country, isn't she?
Yeah. Okay.
Is she?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's move on. Yeah.
So getting back to what I was saying. Well, I as much as I love Johnny Cash, I actually popped in a couple of Waylon Jennings CDs that I have. I love Waylon Jennings, and it's just I like the balance of what he plays, because he had that whole country rock thing going, and
He's
it was
got it down straight, too,
right.
man.
So it was
Love
something that even like the Eagles in the early days were trying to emulate, and so I was like, I can do something like that. And it was a particular song that because it was actually one of the first songs that I wrote, which was called it was a ballad. I can't remember what the name of it is called now, but that's kind of what got me into it again. I got on the piano, and I'm barely kind of almost a novice on the piano. My wife got me this piano from her place where she worked at, so I've just been tinkering around. And the very last song that's on those CD called "Home," I wrote for my wife, and that's kind of what kind of got me into it again. I'm like, okay, I can actually write verses again, without having to sit there and throw paper.
Yeah. Most of your songs, from what I've gathered, is like love songs or relationship songs.
Right. The theme of it was just basically past experiences with people that I've been or dealt with and stuff. I just thought I needed something to kind of guide my way, as opposed to just being something random. So I just kind of thought about it to people that some of the women that I dated who were not very nice, and did my positively 4th Street on them.
Exactly.
And then I mean the ones that were the reason why I did that is because at the very end of it made sense to me to end it with a song from my wife, who's actually brought everything together for me.
Big shout outs to
Christina.
Louie, If it wasn't for her, he wouldn't be here. He wouldn't do shit.
It
With
was
his
because
life,
of her.
he'd be a fucking pathetic little life man.
I would be a cock sucking shit who'd be going telling people, remember Hulk Hogan? No.
So anyways, so yeah, lyrically, it has a lot to do with relationships. I guess I was overanalyzing your lyrics because I was like trying to go all deep and philosophical.
Right.
Like, so I think he's talking about Mother Earth here, and a meteor is about to strike, and the soul of humanity is at stake.
Not that deep.
Not that deep, right?
That's for my next one. That's for my rock opera.
Exactly.
But I mean, I kind of
Danny Elfman.
There you go. I just thought it'd be a very simple theme to follow. I mean, it was. I wanted to do something more. Well, actually, a lot more simple than what it turned out to be. I mean, really only 4 of the songs have any sort of drums or anything other than just the guitars. There's a couple that are just, and like you heard the electric guitar on one call that couldn't stop the rain. That's just the only lyric, and it's just really loud.
Yeah.
But there are no percussions, nothing else, and I left it like that on purpose because I wanted to express anger to that person. That's what I wrote it about. Because I really didn't have anything to say. That's just the one lyric. I couldn't stop the rain, and I'm yelling it at the top of my lungs, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, Louis, man, it was a pleasure to have you here,
Thank you,
man.
guys.
I
Pleasure
wish we
being
had
here.
more time. This is like a small sample here, folks, because it's not really completely finished. We'll give you more details as this plugs along. The the artistry of Luis Arriaga.
Thank you.
With this record called, what's this record called again?
It's called Took the Time.
Yes, and you should take the time, please.
I like that on the first segment. I sat here not knowing his name the whole time. And it wasn't until the second when you introduced him, like, okay, that's his name.
Yeah. And I forgot yours.
There you go. Call it even.
There you go.
It's fabulous. It's fabulous. So you guys, you gave me 11 songs, right? Let me say them all real quick.
Yes.
Track number 1 is called "End."
Right.
Fucking epic, bro.
Thank you.
Second track is called "Empty."
Yes.
Fuck, you know, you got "End" and then you got "Empty." Fucking A, dude. Talk about epic words, you know.
Thank you.
If there was one word to explain this song here, I'm gonna say "Empty."
Yes.
Great. Song number 3, "Question."
Right.
You know, fuck. The question. You know, that's why I'm always like just thinking, you know, past the
Right.
realms and shit. I'm like, yes, the question. Yes, I get it. Totally. Track number 4, I couldn't stop the rain. Track number 5, "Baby, I'm gonna miss you when you go." Track number 6, "Ashes." 7, "Around." 8, "A Hard Rain," which is
Thank you.
to the T, bro. This shit was fabulous. Track number 9, "Water." Fucking biblical, man. I'm telling you. Track number 10, "Blur," and 11, "Home." Right?
Yes.
Shout outs to Christina again for that.
Thank
if it
you.
wasn't for her, we wouldn't be able to hear that song.
Yes.
So you're gonna end this little sesh here with us with a song called "Distant."
Yes.
Right? It's an old song.
It's one of the ones that I wrote during my band days. I wrote it on my drummer's in his home in about 20 minutes while I was trying to kick his cat away from me because it kept sitting on the bed, and I was like, "Get out of here!" And every time because he was sitting on the lyric sheet, because back then, you know, you wrote on paper as opposed to an iPad nowadays, you know. And so finally, after the cat got off, I was able to finish up writing it, and it was one of those songs that just you hear it all the time with songwriters. You know, they write this song in 20 minutes, and it's just better than anybody thought it was, and that's kind of one of my moments.
Right on.
That
So
cat
stick
wants a
around and
shout out.
enjoy that, dude. Stick around with us. Enjoy that. "Distant." Sir, if you can get back to your spot.
I will.
If you guys want to check him out on Facebook, he's got a new little spot. Thanks again. Shout out to Christina. It's called Bickle Sounds. You want to check him out? Bickle Sounds, right? Luis Arriaga. Take it away, sir. Oh, and we'll have all the information after on our websites and stuff, you know, whatnot.
Yes, of course. As
Of
long as
course.
he gives me the stuff, I'll post all the information. He'll be passing me all the information, and I'll be throwing it out there.
Yeah.
All right, bros. Here we go. Take it away, brah.
Stop a while and think of things that we've been through. I'm far away now, but I often stop and think of you. It gets further in the distance, and the calls, they come farther apart. And as I lay here staring at the ceiling, I wonder if I'm just the distant memory. Time's given up on you and me. Shadows dancing slowly in the dark. Another night in another town whose name I don't know. Another life that I fell into show after show. And things I keep expressing to strangers in the mass. You get your kicks off moments you know aren't gonna last. So as I walk off the stage again, I can only think of you, my friend. Wondering if to you if I'm distant like the past. It's like an old forgotten song, regretting things that I did wrong. Wondering if the moment will ever come back around. Distant as the sound. When dreams come true, you leave things behind. Try not to think about them linger on your mind. I wanna sit by you like we used to do. Wanna forget where I've been to know where I will go with you. Another night, another show that they'll say they went to. Another plane, another city far away from you. Far away from you.
Bickle Sounds, check them out. Facebook, Bickle Sounds. Heyo.
Thank you. Thank you guys for having me. Thank you very much. Thank you.